Hello and welcome. My name is Lori Painter, a holistic health practitioner and life transformation coach for women. This series is all about the resources and tools that I have used to transform my life, and I'm sharing them with you. So if you're feeling stuck, limited, disempowered in any way, shape, or form of your life, and life is not fulfilling, and life is not a joy, maybe some of the resources that I share in this series will give you that spark to find your path into living the life that you were meant to live. One filled with love, inspiration, freedom, and empowerment, because that's why we're here. We're here to live a beautiful life. We're here to live well. And if any of the resources that I share in this series lights you up, it is an honor and a privilege to share these resources because I know what it's like to feel disempowered in my life and not know where to turn to. So this is just me putting another drop in the bucket of all of the valuable resources that millions of people are sharing all the time. This is just my story of these things. So funny enough, today's video of one of the things I would have never found to be such a source of inspiration and life transformation was blogging online and making YouTube videos online. And I didn't know at the time, because this was like back in the day. I mean, I remember my very first online blog was never meant for the world to read. I did it because I wanted to have a place to put my journal online. And then little by little, I noticed that people were like reading it. I didn't use search engine optimization. I wasn't using keywords. I just was finding a place to express myself. And that's what this video is about, is using the resources of the internet, social media, anything to express yourself and to see what community and like-minded people come into your world. You know, in my life, I did things so differently that when I would go out in just my town, I didn't know anybody that was thinking the way that I was thinking. I didn't know anybody that was eating the way that I was eating. I didn't know anybody that was like me. And it was a bit isolating and a little bit lonely. And I remembered, not knowingly, again, started this online blog. And then I saw a girl make a video about a challenge she was doing. And I felt a connection to her with this video. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a video back to her, because I want her to feel the same connection that I feel that she's making. I made it for one person. And then the weird thing was like 14 people watched it. And I thought, who else is watching this? Like, I just sent it directly to her. I uploaded it on YouTube, but I sent it directly to her so that she and I could build kind of a support through the challenge that we were doing. And at that time, it was just a raw food 30-day challenge. And what I found, though, was it was not my intention to like build a community or get an audience per se. I was just happy to find one woman that was doing something at the same time that I was doing. And then, like I said, I started getting comments, I started getting views, and I was like, this is so weird. But what I found to be so rewarding and so fulfilling is that I found a like-minded community. Like people that supported me, people that were cheering me on, people that I didn't even know. And I found this to be so heartwarming because in my physical world, I had a lot of people that challenged, like that kind of like criticized what I did and like rejected what I shared. And it was really kind of painful. So I think that there was a part of me that's like, man, if I put myself out in the world online, like that's what's going to happen. People are going to criticize me and people are going to judge me and people are going to punish me, which they did. However, Wayne Dyer had this beautiful thing. He was talking about self-realization, and he said, you know, get to the point where you become independent of the good opinion of others. Meaning, like, even if they say great things about you, it has nothing to do with you. If they say terrible things about you, it has nothing to do with you. You know, and I remember thinking like, wow, I would really love that freedom to just feel like I can express myself and be independent of whatever negative or positive opinions anybody had of me, that I already felt just proud of myself or happy for myself, and that was enough. But I will share, in my journey of making content, yeah, I was actually really surprised how much I was embraced, how much I felt supported. I felt that people that were watching my videos were giving me resources and tools to really kind of help me grow even faster. When I would share something, people in the comments would say, hey, have you heard about this? No, I never heard about this. And I would entertain it. And it felt like a nurturing relationship. Did I get negative comments? Yeah, less than 10% of the time. And really, sometimes it got to me. And other times I was like, remember what Wayne Dyer says. What they're saying is a projection of their own reality. And I don't need to take it on. I don't need to accept it and say, oh, you think I'm a terrible person? Oh, now I feel terrible about myself. Thank you so much for sharing your criticism. You probably criticize yourself, and I'm really sorry for that. And that has nothing to do with me. And if there's anything positive that you would like to say, like, hey, look, Lori, this might be a helpful tool. This is something that might help you in your journey. That's another thing. But just the kind of, I don't know. I have a very strong opinion about people, happy people, loving and supportive people, have no interest in tearing you down. So if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling like you don't have a like-minded community, if you feel like you don't know anybody that's like you and you want it, I want to inspire you to create content of what is in your heart, what is meaningful to you, and just what you're all about, and see what comes in. Let your like-minded people come in. Let the people who resonate with you come in, and let the rest go. And I'll share with you, when I did this, it was amazing. And I will say at a certain point, I did get a little overwhelmed, because this was back in the day when there was no influencers, that stuff wasn't even a thing, you know. We didn't even know what YouTube was going to be. It wasn't what it is today. There was Facebook was brand new. All that stuff was it was just a different world. But what I really did find is I found a sense of community. I found a sense of belonging. I found an opportunity to lead. I found a place that I could be seen and heard and understood. I found my people. I found my tribe. I found love and support. And I think that is so important in the world today. I think about relationships, and when I think about relationships, I think of, okay, we all need a mentor. This is my opinion. I need a mentor to help me move forward. I need, that's already accomplished what I want. I need a therapist to help me process my past, right? These are different types of relationships. Someone with the past, someone with the future, mentors, therapists, my children, partnerships, meaning romantic partnerships, significant others, life companions, and then obviously family and friends. And then the community, hence what this video is about, is finding your community by opening up and sharing who you are in the world, allowing yourself to be seen, heard, understood, celebrated, and recognized and appreciated for who you are. And then clients, or, so community, clients, your colleagues, they're all found from putting yourself out there. And yeah, if you shut down, which I had done, I definitely got overwhelmed and shut down. I did not know how to process it. But the one thing that I could not deny was the outpouring of love and support of the people that were resonating with the things that I had to share. And in a world where more and more people today are isolated, removed, and disconnected, we are a communal animal. We are not meant to live in isolation and alone. And I think that mentally, emotionally too, and creating content online, allowing myself to be seen and heard, allowing me to connect with that has just been such a fulfilling thing. I did not know that was going to happen back in 2007 when I did this. And like I said, I've kind of tiptoed and going in and out of this world, but I will share with you, I cannot deny the impact and how empowering it has been to make relationships, friendships. I mean, from this experience, through creating content and sharing myself online, I found mentors. I found friends. I found lovers. I found clients. I found my tribe. I found my community. I found a sense of belonging here in the world, and of course out in the physical world as well. So I just wanted to share this with you because sometimes we don't open up with who we really are. We don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to share what's in our heart because we're afraid. We're afraid of being rejected. We're afraid of being criticized. We're afraid of being judged. You know, and I'm not going to say that that doesn't exist. I mean, it does exist, but it's like at a smaller portion, smaller in proportion, a smaller percentage than the outpouring of love that comes in. And I think if you just, like, you realize that you're not here for everybody to be everything to everybody. You're only here for the people that can benefit from what it is that you have to share, that connect with what it is. You know, I've taught yoga for years, and I got to the point where my style of yoga would be a combination of physical therapy, rehab, PNF, and yoga. And I would tell people when they would come new to my class, I'm like, look, if you're coming in here with how yoga needs to be, I guarantee you're going to be absolutely disappointed and frustrated. I am not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. I couldn't possibly be. I couldn't possibly fulfill everybody's want and need. But what I can do is teach a practice that I love and share that with you. And if it resonates with you, great. Stay, enjoy it, have an open mind, and I hope that it benefits you. But if this isn't for you, I'm not going to take any offense to it. I'm just going to, trust that you have your own path. How could I possibly know what's good for you? You know it better than I do. And I might trigger you in some ways, and that's not my intent. My intent is just to share from my own heart, the things that I love, and it's for you to find the same for yourself. So I hope that this video inspires you to open up, and maybe you can open up in response to this video and share what's meaningful and important and impactful for you. I know that I draw in people that are interested in living a healthy life. I draw in people that are into personal empowerment. I draw in that you guys are my crew. That's what it is. And you're not coming here to get anything else. There's not much more to it. I love to just bring inspiration. I love to be a catalyst to inspire you to act. And I do that just by simply sharing what inspires me to act. And if it resonates with you, then great. And if it doesn't, it's okay. I'm not here for everybody. I'm not going to make everybody happy. I'm probably going to get negative comments all the time. And that's okay. Again, happy, successful people don't cut people down. Hurt people. And I don't need to personalize the negative comments that get put out there. So if that is something that's holding you back from opening up and sharing who you are and what is important and what lights you up in the world, if you're afraid of what's going to come back at you, remember it has nothing to do with you. You're not here to be everybody to everything to everybody. You're merely here to be true to yourself, express your joy of being, J-O-B, joy of being, job, right? It is your job to express what lights you up and brings you joy. And if somebody goes on it and trolls on it, that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Their perceptions, their triggers are their responsibility. What they type is a reflection of them, and how you respond to it is for you. But I do want you to feel a sense of connection, a sense of belonging, and a sense of leadership and community and support to a world out there, because there's a saying the world, don't look to somebody else to be a leader. Take that role, step into that leadership role yourself, open up and find your tribe. It's important to feel seen, heard, understood, and appreciated and celebrated for who you are, and the internet is such a beautiful resource for that. So I hope this inspires you to share. And if you do, comment or tag me so that I can see it if it's in response to this video. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed another one of the resources that I have used that has totally transformed my life. And I'll be sharing more with you soon. Thank you so much.